Teamster Power 767 Reality Check with Jeff Schenfeld and Garfield Hooper.
It is good to be back, Garfield. I am glad we are back doing this again. It's just, wow, that 2 weeks seemed like months.
It really did.
I just, yeah. It was like, okay, peak season. It's. But I mean, listen, we made it through, happy and healthy to everybody, to every single Teamster. It's. It's a new year. Let's see if we can be even better this year.
Yeah.
In every single way.
Yep.
Educated. We're going to help. We're going to do our part to educate so management doesn't take advantage like we always do. We're going to step it up even more, and we are committed to this. We enjoy it. I mean, Garfield and myself, we have conversations.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we do. We enjoy it. I mean, this is what we enjoy. We enjoy helping people, and you have to want to help people. You really have to. If you're in these positions, if you're a steward or you're a BA, you have to want to help people.
Yeah.
And it's a great feeling when you can help someone out. And, we just, we love doing this, and we're glad to have everyone back. We're glad to be back. And we're going to get right into it. Next order of business, MLK Day, next Monday. Not tomorrow, but next Monday. And what happened already? Garfield, what happened already? What did you see from people sending you messages?
There's already some confusion. Are we working? Are we not working? There's a calendar update on the UPS's website saying that we're closed. Then some managers are saying we're open, and
yeah,
it's a holiday.
It's a holiday, and you know what it is. They're such creatures of habit management.
It's true.
Oh, we're going to do it just like the day of Thanksgiving. You got to work. Meanwhile, if they looked at their own schedule, the 2024 schedule, it says domestic operations are closed. So, but people were getting messages last week. And I'm like, okay, that's why I posted what I did, because the day after Thanksgiving, that's a holiday too. It's your choice. That says they're open. Doesn't mean you have to work. But this is domestic operations are closed. There is none. So, why are they even putting anything out in the first place?
Yeah, I don't know.
They just want to do what they want to do, right?
They don't know.
We got this holiday. It is what it is. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
God. They just try to soil things right off the bat and muddy the water, right?
It's always a problem. Everything's always a problem.
It is. It is always a problem. So, Garfield, what issues are we having now? Well, what's come up in your building?
Well, I tell you what, since the new year and everything's come up, we've been having some issues with, in our center, our volumes come back up. So, like everything but with UPS, they're not prepared for it. They've told all the seasonals, all the PVDs, oh, no, you're done for the year. You're good. Now all of a sudden, oh, crap, we don't have any more trucks. We don't have enough drivers. Everybody's going out with 200 stops. Yeah. It's like this week was worse than the week before Christmas for my center. And, people are going out with stuff they're not familiar with. Oh, well, I didn't know I had this business. I didn't know, I couldn't find it earlier because my truck was packed front to back. Oh, well, they'll get a phone call from the supervisor. They're like, oh, just sheet that up, not in one. Sheet it up, don't go, don't go by there, don't do that stuff. And I'll tell y'all like I tell everybody else. I said, if that center manager or supervisor or whoever wants to send me a message in the board instructing me to do that, I'll do it, regardless of whether I think it's an ethical problem. But if I've got a paper trail that shows that I was instructed to do it, I will absolutely do it. But if you're calling me on the phone and there's no witnesses, no, it's getting sheeted missed, because if somebody calls in and complains, that supervisor is not going to take responsibility for it. He'll be like, I didn't tell him nothing. And next thing you know, you're in the office for dishonesty, for sheeting up something incorrectly and being walked out of the building.
Tire tracks on your back from management riding right all over it, right?
Yep.
And the unsafe and unethical thing, I mean, they want to tell you to do something, but that goes to what they are. And that's something where if they're doing stuff like that, that's where I would just start building a case against it. Doesn't make it right that they're doing it. Wait, what was that they do again? Wait, what was that word? What was that thing that they do again?
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember what it is.
We've it's been a couple of weeks, so I don't know if I can remember what was it.
What
lying?
is it? Wait, was lying?
Lying,
right?
That was it. Yeah, that was it.
It was lying, right? Because that's what they love to do. They're just sometimes they're just the fountains of misinformation.
It's true.
It's crazy, and other times they're just. I mean, it's always done on purpose. So it's they're always the little lies. I mean, come on, why, just why? But okay, that's what they got to do. But we just have to keep in mind, and it's important for everyone to know if they're doing stuff like that. And we've been trained. We put it as missed. We don't not in one. No, it's missed.
Yep.
And you have to keep track of that. Always, always, always. Documentation is so key. Everything. If you have to take a picture of something, if you have to, anything, you really need to document. And it's not, each member needs to know they need to document. Don't just trust what management's going to tell you. Don't. I was doing some UPS stores. I was sweeping them, and my truck was full. And I mean, they don't say anything when I come back. I mean, it was packed. I took a picture of the truck just. So they didn't come to me the next day. Oh, you still had half a truck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They wouldn't, they don't, but I'm not going to take a chance.
No.
I mean, I still have documentation from like 2011 from one of my managers. I don't know. I don't know why I keep it, but it's just everyone needs to do that. And
you gotta cover your
I tell
ass.
people all the time. And you know what I do? I tell people, so did you speak to the supervisor or did you text with them? Oh, I spoke with them. I'm like, nope, that's not the way to do it. They'll get you every time. You don't want to speak with them. You want a text message or, not even through your phone. You just do it through the dyad board. That's it. Just communicate through the dyad board. And, I mean, there's things going on. They, obviously they learned how to, in their minds, how to live with, cutting routes and putting more on less routes, right?
Yeah.
And that's where they were literally, sad to say, killing people, right? During the summer. And, it's so whatever happened. I mean, we try to get the business done, right? We try to be good to the customers and management will be like, nah, like if it's a holiday, you say, okay, just this one store is closed in the strip mall, but then they close the whole strip mall. How is that right?
Yeah.
How is that right? I just told you, just this one store is. It's like they seem to do what they want. You have to keep your principles intact. You have to know what's right and wrong. We just gotta keep reinforcing that into the members, right?
Yeah, and if a supervisor or center manager is telling you to do something that you feel is unethical, we have an ethics complaint hotline for a reason. I would strongly urge people to use that especially if it's something that keeps happening. But there's going to be a lot of pushback, especially this time of year, for you doing what they tell you to do, or following instructions, or this, that, or the other. And if you feel like they're pushing you to do something unethical, call and file a complaint, fill out a grievance, get with your steward, do everything you're supposed to do, but utilize that hotline as well, because we've seen them investigate based on phone calls to that hotline. So it does work. I don't know whether anything particularly will happen, but I do see that the investigations have happened.
Yeah, and let your steward know, let your BA know, let them know what's going on, so we can hit the problem right away. And it's like anything else. If you question something, you can call a steward while you're on the road. If you can't get in touch with BA, call a steward. Hey, what do I do here? And just don't just make a bad choice. If you're really not sure, I mean, they'll put you in a spot. This company will put you in a spot, and no one needs to be in a spot.
Yeah,
That's it.
I tell all my guys, I said, everybody's got my phone number. If you don't have my phone number for whatever reason, somebody that you know has my phone number. Call and get it.
Yes.
Give me a call. I'll drive around all day with one earbud in so that if I hear my phone rings, I can answer it right there. Half the time it's somebody trying to sell me something or asking me about my car's limited warranty or whatever. But when it's a Teamster, I'm
by
there.
By the way, I like the safety thing. An earbud in one ear.
Yeah,
I like
one
that.
ear.
That was good. Good
It's one ear.
Right,
I always keep it on the. I always keep it in the one ear on the inside of the truck, so I can't hear their stupid camera or whatever yelling at me for whatever dumb reason. It thinks I'm doing wrong.
I don't know. Mine doesn't talk back to me. I mean, yours talk back to you?
It does on occasion.
Some of them do. I mean, it's right.
It was funny. Me and some of the guys, some of the darker skinned guys in our center were having problems when they first put them in because at night it couldn't see them.
Huh?
And
really?
it would tell them that they were distracted, even though they were just driving around normally, but it couldn't see them. Like it wasn't making them out. Like they were, it kept telling them they were distracted drivers. They didn't have their seatbelt on or this or that and the other. And they're like, I'm just driving around normally. And just because it was dark outside and they were darker skinned individuals, the camera couldn't make them out.
Yeah, see, it's stuff like that. Like, with these companies, I mean, those are things they need to work out. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That a company that's doing this, we shouldn't even have the cameras.
We shouldn't.
But the fact that we are, I mean, it's like, what is that? You can't like figure that you need to, adjust some things or whatnot. But anyway, that's that. So really just want to, with MLK Day, we wanted to make sure everyone knows, again, it's your choice. Guess what? There is no other choice.
No.
There's no working.
No.
This one, there's no working. I'm sure as the years go on, they'll try. All of a sudden, domestic operations closed will be domestic operations open, right?
Yeah, probably.
They're gonna slowly. Well, that's what they did with the day after Thanksgiving.
Yep.
It's the same thing, So, I mean, there is no work. So, but like anything else, just always know it's a holiday. You don't have to work. It's your choice.
Yep.
And that's it. And again, management tells you something that may seem unethical. You have a question, you call a steward. You're checking, and you just want to make sure you make the right decision. And always ask. Always call a steward. Always get in touch with a steward to be somebody who you think might know, and that'll avoid any problems in the moving forward.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's it for today. It's great to be back. Just enjoy doing this, and everyone have a good night.
Yep. We all deal with national language, but on this podcast, when it comes to supplemental language, we deal mostly with the southern region. And as always, it's best to get advice from your local stewards or business agents. If you would like to reach out to us with any questions, we have an email address, 767realitycheck@gmail.com. That's 767realitycheck@gmail.com.
And remember, strong people stand up for themselves, but the strongest people stand up for others.